Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Tarot. Let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. There you are. Thank you so much. The totem for this message is going to be a Degu. That is spelled D-E-G-U. All right. I've got some word I'm going to share with you. I'm going to be reading from the book 2 Samuel. I'm going to be reading from chapter 19. I'm going to start at verse 21 and I'm going to read till verse 23. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, answered and said, Shall not Shimei be put to death for this, because he cursed Yahuwah's anointed? And David said, What have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah, that ye should this day be adversaries to me? Shall there any man be put to death this day in Yisrael? For do not I know that I am this day king over Yisrael? Therefore the king said to Shimei, You shall not die. And the king swore 7 oaths to him. Those that bless you will be blessed. Those that curse you will be cursed. It's really that simple. The heck? Someone's mad that their spell work isn't working on you. Someone's confused. They're trying to figure out a way to get in through your protective barriers or your protective energies. They've noticed that you've gotten stronger or that your spiritual defenses have been reinforced. Not only that, but you've also learned how to take things onto the offense, and they're feeling it. They're feeling it. They're like spiritually concussed is what it feels like. And they're confused. And they're trying to figure out what can they do to get in. Okay. All right, let's find out. What would you like the collective to know? Did someone curse God's anointed? Have they repented? Have they not repented? Is there judgment on this? What is the judgment? We have this Page of Pentacles. Hi, Princess of Pentacles. How you doing? And then this King of Wands. So you've been taking action on something, and maybe it hasn't fully been growing. Maybe you've been putting a lot of work or effort into something, and you've been facing a lot of resistance. It hasn't been moving. It's been slow. It hasn't been growing. You've been putting a lot of energy into it, but something has been kind of slow about it. Why has it been slow? And the good thing is that's a cycle you've been in, and I see this universe card. That's a cycle you're no longer in. This is like recent past up till now energy of putting a lot of energy into something and it not really like progressing or growing as fast as it should, or there's been difficulties or there's been setbacks. There's judgment for this. 6 of Swords. Oh, that's like being exalted. That's like being exalted. Like your works are going to be increased, or there's like a path being cleared. We've got this Star card, but it's really reversed. It's really reversed. It's sideways. It's sideways, but I'm going to put it in reverse. It's sideways because, you know, you're in the upright, but the other energy is very much reversed. So I'm going to just go ahead and pull it out in reverse. I understand you're a star. I know that because I saw that King of Wands and the Princess of Pentacles. You've been putting action into something, and, you know, you're like spiritually pregnant with what you've been putting energy into, but it hasn't been birthed yet, or it hasn't like grown to the potential. And it's because you've been under a lot of attacks and things have been trying to slow you down and restrict you. They never wanted to see this thing prosper or blossom or become the full thing that it is to come. That would be like the equivalent of someone seeing you grow an apple tree and they see it becoming a sapling and they see these little nodules of fruits on it and they're like, oh, hell no, we got to chop that shit down. And then they're not ever actually able to chop it down, but they are able to like try to slow down or stunt its growth, or at least make the person that's the caretaker of this apple tree a little more stressed and burdened trying to take care of it, because there's little fuckers trying to stop it from happening. Fortunately, they weren't able to stop it from happening. I also feel the energy like someone got fed up and pissed off and you kind of went on the spiritual offense in some kind of way. That can just be prayer, y'all. It can just be prayer. It's a collective reading, but some of you, nah, you did it within the will. I do feel that you're not under any judgment. So you must have talked to God about it first before you did it, which is always wise to do. And yeah, you got clearance. Someone ain't getting wish fulfillment. They were hoping that they would never see the day where this blossomed and shined. But oh, look, 6 of Pentacles. You're receiving because you planted the seeds and you've been doing the work and it's favored by God and you're anointed to do this. And how dare they try to get in your way? Good thing is you're strong. You're strong. You're strong as shit. They made you strong. I thank them. Thank you for hating me. Your hate made me closer to God. Thank you for trying to create such a big challenge for me. I like that challenge. You know? All right, Emperor. I see you. I see you. So first you were King of Wands, Princess of Pentacles. Now you're the Emperor. Ooh. And with the Chariot. Oh my gosh. You're moving forward. They couldn't stop you. They tried to stop this from happening. They were wishful thinking. They were wishful thinking. Something about spiders could be significant. I think someone's having a dream about spiders over their face. Someone is. Someone's having a nightmare about like webs and spiders all over their face, and they're like trying to pull the webs off of their face and they can't pull the spider web off of their face, and there's spiders all over themselves and they're like screaming. It's like awful. I think this is like a reoccurring thing for them. And it's because they're caught in their web of lies. They're caught in the web that they spun for you, and they have fallen prey to their own trap. And that's what's going on. They have spirits that are fucking them up in the dream state because they were getting in your way. Your spirits are fucking them up. Or maybe God sent spirits to go fuck them up. Like, yo, if you think that's something God doesn't do, then why do you think God created, look, it was one creator, okay? We have angels and we have demons, okay? The devil didn't create the demons. Just saying. The devil's not a creator. God is the creator. I wonder why God created all of this. Maybe it serves a purpose. Maybe even, yeah. Okay. All right. Whatever. It is what it is. Someone's finding out. 7 of Wands, you're protected. They're finding out how protected you are. They're figuring out that you're not someone to do this to, and it's too late. But you know what's funny? They're figuring out that you're someone that they shouldn't do this to, but yet they're trying to figure out, how can I do this to you? So are they really learning anything? I don't think so. That's okay. Class is in session regardless, and they can take remedial lessons. Like, you can get in detention. You can just sit there and get held back and get held back and get held back. And the teacher just gets meaner and meaner and meaner. 10 of Wands, they're burdened. They're burdened because they're getting their karma. And they don't like that, even though they hit you with everything they got from all ends and angles and forces, you're still standing. All right. Like, did it maybe cause you a little bit of stress or a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of grief, a little bit of blockages or setbacks or struggles? Yeah, they might have. They might have made things a little more difficult for you, but they didn't stop you. They wanted to stop you. They couldn't. They couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. And they're burdened because this weight is really weighing on them, and they're stressed. They're getting kind of picked apart by these spirits. And they know their spell work's not working, and they're mad about it. They're mad. And they want to find a way to get in through your defenses. And someone fucked up. Oh my gosh. What? Nyx is telling me, yep. Yeah, they did. Shit. Oh my gosh. Whoever this person is that came against you, they did something very foolish and stupid, and they committed a spiritual crime. They committed a crime. They tried to petition a primordial god of darkness to attack you. But what they didn't know is that you're spiritually famous. You're a spiritual celebrity. And all right, for one, this person's stupid. It's always God first, right? So, like, I don't know why this person thought they could bypass God's judgment by talking to a child of God and petitioning this child of God, even if they're a child of God of darkness. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh my gosh, this person's stupid. This person's stupid. For some of you, they may have even tried to contact like Egyptian entities or energies to try to sacrifice or unalive you or do something to you to stop you. They literally petitioned something to do something to you. Man, that petition got they laughed at it. They laughed at this person. You fucked up. You fucked up asking me to do that to God's favorite child. I got something for you. Oh, I heard her laugh. She got permission. What? She got permission to do something to this person. Oh my gosh. Yo, Nyx ain't someone to fuck with. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm kind of getting a little bit of a breakdown, a timeline. Someone got desperate because they noticed you got stronger and they noticed that you had more spirits on your side and very powerful energies that are with you. But what they didn't know is that, like, oh, they didn't know a lot of things. They didn't know God. They didn't know the word of God. They didn't know that everything kind of has to answer to God. Like, I don't look, even the devil has to answer to God. Like, even Satan has to answer to God. Like, oh my gosh, people are stupid. People are stupid. They really think that evil will bypass God's judgment. They're fooled. They're fooled. All right. So anyways, you're a spiritual celebrity. Your work is backed by the gods and backed by God and backed by spirits and backed by all of Elohim. Like, you are spiritually famous. You're a spiritual celebrity. You're known in the higher realms for your works here in the mortal realm. Yeah, I said it. You're known for your works here in the mortal realm. You're spiritually famous. And even if you don't personally work with the energies that this person tried to petition against you, they're never going to do anything to you because they still got to answer to God, and they don't want to answer to God for that shit. Not only that, but believe it or not, even if you aren't aware of these energies working with you, they may be working with you. It just might be behind the scenes. You just might not have ascended enough to realize that they're there for you. Well, this enemy of yours fucked up. They fucked up. That's crazy. And she wants me to say it again. Nyx has gotten permission from God to do something to this person for what they tried to do to you. I don't even think this person knows. I think this person is sitting there waiting on a response. They're not going to get one. They're going to get a slap to the face. That's what they're waiting on. Divine timing. They don't even know when it's coming. They don't even know it's coming. That's scary as shit. They don't even know this right hand is coming, and they don't know where it's coming from. And it's coming from darkness itself. So that shit's just going to pop up out of shadow and smack you across the face. They're going to look around like, huh? What? Where'd that come from? Too late. You already getting a few more. Pop, 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 pop. Yo, don't mess with these beings. Don't try to petition a, oh my gosh, people are stupid. People are stupid. An anointed king of God or queen of God, like literally you're royalty or you're ascended or you're spiritually renowned, like you're famous, you're high ranked, you're a favored child of God. Oh my gosh, they ain't got no backing, they ain't got no credibility. This person is way out of their league. They're way out of their league. They think they know more than you. And that's the funny thing. They were cocky. They were cocky. They were like, oh, you think you got spiritual protection? Oh, well, man, they're fucking idiots. They fucked themselves up. They screwed themselves. And there are beings, Nyx is one of them, but there's other ones. Death, I saw that. Death. They coming for them. Death is coming for them. They gonna get it. Like, they're not actually gonna die necessarily, but they're going to get a heavy rebuke. It's gonna hit them hard. It's gonna be heavy. It's gonna hurt. Like, it's gonna crush them. All right. Do you want to fuck with darkness itself? Do you want to fuck with chaos? Do you want to fuck with death? I don't. Not in that kind of way. I want to be friends with it. Like, you know, in the name of God and service, you know, have friends in all kinds of places, but I'm not trying to disrespect. Man, Judgment Day is going to be heavy for this one. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be real heavy. It's going to be real heavy. And here's something people need to know. All right. A lot of these, in this spiritual world, there's a lot of entities and deities and gods and goddesses. But like, I know some people think that like one thing is this thing and one thing is that thing, and they're all separate, but they're really not all that separate. And they know each other. How would they not? How would they not know each other? They're primordial beings. They know of each other. All right. And yeah, maybe some of them have some personal differences that may never be settled amongst themselves, but that's their business. That's none of the mortal realm's business. Okay. And a mortal to try to meddle in that shit, man, they gonna get it. They gonna get it. They're getting caught between a rock and a hard place. Like imagine you're the ping pong ball and you're getting backhanded back and forth between gods and goddesses. Like that shit's not fun. That shit's not fun. They're literally getting pushed around. Backhand. They're going to get hit with so many freaking, oh my gosh, they fucked up. They fucked up. Who would do that? What kind of idiot would do that? Why did they think that would work? Why? What the hell is wrong with this person? Why the hell did they try to destroy your business, stop your works, chop down your tree? They were threatened. They were scared by what you were doing. They saw how powerful you were. They saw your potential. They saw what you were building. They never wanted to see that happen. That shit scared them. So they did all sorts of things, and then you got stronger. Everything they did made you stronger. And then they got desperate and they fucked up. The moment that they went outside of themselves, yeah, you're playing in a different ball game now here, bud. You're playing with primordial beings. Like, what? You're immortal. The fuck are you doing? It's too late. It's a new day. It's a new day. They gonna get it. They gonna get it. They thought that they like petitioned a being to do something to you. Nah. The only thing they did was give that being an excuse to petition God for them to do something to them. That's what really happened. They fucked up. So what's this gonna look like? Six of Swords reverse. They ain't moving anywhere. They're going backwards. They went backwards. They tried to move forward by stepping over you to climb up, and they went backwards. Oh, they're going to be put in like spiritual confusion. Their up is down. Their light is dark. Yo, oh shit, they fucked up. I'm hearing laughing. They got something for their ass. Whoa, that's crazy. You know? It's just, I'm blown away that someone tried this. They tried to petition a god or a goddess or a deity or an ancient being to do something to you. And that was stupid. And for some of you, they petitioned your own family. What? Huh? You gonna petition my family to do something to me? Do you not know who we are? Do you not know who the collective is? Like, hold on. This person's stupid. Like, imagine them thinking that you're just immortal and they see you building something on Earth and they're like, oh, I got to stop that. And then they go and petition some kind of beings or a pantheon of energy and they don't realize that's your kin. Like, you're kin to them. Yo, that was stupid. That was really stupid. All right? That's like selling drugs to an undercover cop. You know, like that's just it's that level of stupid. It's just like you're dumb. You done fucked up. You done fucked up, bud. It's like I saw a short video the other day, and this road rager like swerved, slammed on their brakes, got out their car, went to start a fight with the person, and didn't realize that the person they were starting a fight with was a cop. The cop got out the car and chased after them and tackled them and arrested them. They got their karma instantly. And I'm being reminded of that in this reading. Like, someone tried to do something against you and tried to ask for some energy that's bigger than them to do it because they're too weak to do it to you themselves. And they fucked up because they didn't realize who they were talking to. They did not realize who they were talking to. Spirit's got something for them. That's Ace of Cups with the Six of Swords reverse. Okay. I'm going to dig a pit for you. I'm going to dig a pit for you. I'm going to dig a pit for you. Watch this. I got permission from God to do it. Yo, these beings are going to mess this person up. Ace of Wands. Abracadabra. Nick's about to reach in her bag, bruh. Yo, shit. That's crazy. 3 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. The only thing that's going to grow in their life is despair. Apathy. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. And it's hidden to them. They're still waiting on a response. They're still waiting on a response. Can you imagine you like, they petitioned to do something to you and they're sitting there waiting on a response and they're not going to get a response. They're going to get a severe humbling and rebuke. Yo, people need to understand the spiritual streets. You got to have the credit. Like, you got to have the street cred to go up to these kind of energies and just, you know, all willy-nilly, like, ask things to be doing things for you. Like, bro, these are immortal things and they really don't give a fuck about you. Unless they do, then they do. You know? Like, yo, you want the dark side of these beings to come down on God's children, then you're going to get the dark side of these beings to come down on you. All right? It's going to come on your own head. You're an idiot. Whoever this person is stupid. They fucked up so bad. So bad. It's going to be very devastating what comes to them for this. Yeah. This Page of Cups, Chariot reverse. This could be talking about a water sign feminine, or this could be talking about a feminine energy. Yo, I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, I finally figured out why I was connecting with certain other readers. Like, our higher selves were connecting. Even if they don't realize we're doing it, I'm aware because I'm awakened. And it's because our higher selves contracted to work together because we're at war with the same thing. So if you see like parallels and messages, it's because we're working for the same thing and we're combating the same thing. Because I just got crazy deja vu when I was talking about this water sign feminine. And literally, the energy earlier was the King of Wands. A King of Wands was trying to build something. And this feminine or watery energy was trying to stop it. And they petitioned a spirit to stop you. And they fucked up when they did that. They messed up. Shout out to Chiron Intuition, y'all. Shout out to Chiron. All right? Seriously. He don't know me yet, but I know him. I know him. And whether he realizes it or not, our higher selves are working together. Because we at war with the same thing. We at war with the same thing. We at war with the same thing. People that are doing the nastiest shit to God's people and think they get away with it. All right. We're going to break their teeth. We're going to break their teeth for that shit. Yeah. 9 of Swords for what they said. For what they said. For what they wrote. They might have even did blood match. Oh my. Yo. That entity didn't want any of their blood. This person's stupid. Someone literally bloodlet or like gave an offering of blood to a being, thinking that that was going to be pleasing to them and thinking that that was going to gain the favor of this being, and they were going to do a little errand or a favor for me. Yo. It's really crazy how this came out this way. It's really crazy how this came out this way. I'm pretty sure I'm picking up on the same energy Chiron did, and I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. That's why I'm giving him a shout out. Like, he deserves credit. He picked up on a similar energy, and I just did. And I picked up on a layer that, yo, it's I picked up on a layer of this scenario it's devastating what's going to happen to this person. Six of Pentacles reverse. Hell no, we ain't building no contract with you. Hell no, I ain't taking your offering. Your offering was not pleasing to me, and I got something for you. I don't want you. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Can you imagine trying to give an offering to something and you actually offended it? And it doesn't even like you? And then not only did you offend the thing, and it doesn't even like you in the fucking first place, it already didn't like your ass, and then you try to ask it for a favor by offending it. Not only that, but the favor you asked was for it to attack something that it likes. Yo, you messed up. It's personal now. It's personal. It's personal. Whatever this thing petitioned, that thing literally asked God, can I do something about this? I heard God, have your way. Oh, shit. It was so calm. It was so calm. I've never heard. Yo, God gave clearance like it was nothing. Have it your way. And they said, okay, bet. I got permission from God to do this. I'm going to show this person something. I'm going to show this person something. That's exactly what this entity or this being is saying or feeling, doing. Oh, this is crazy. Yo, don't be disrespecting things, and don't be asking things to be doing you favors when you're in the wrong and you ain't got no reason to be asking them to do that. It's God's will only. God's will only. People need to understand that shit. People think that they can just cheat the system. Do you really think a child of God is more powerful than God? Do you think a child of God is more powerful than God? Do you really think? I'm a son of God, but like, I'm not more powerful than God. Like, that'd be stupid. Like, yeah, there are beings, there are entities, there are energies. Like, yes, there's ancient pantheons and they are immortal beings, but they're not more powerful than God. They don't trump anything. Like, what the man, shit. Ace of Swords. Oh, they got a contract, all right. They got a contract, all right. It's just not the one they wanted. They got a sentence. The devil, the moon. They don't know it yet, but there's a tower coming for them. Oh, hello, darkness. Hello, darkness. Here's the night. Here's the night. Imagine petitioning a god or goddess of darkness and night or death, thinking that it gives a shit about you. And like, you're on their good side, they'll work with you and they'll teach you things. And like, they'll help you integrate and they'll help you like literally get stronger. They'll strengthen, like if you're on the right side, you're on the right side. But if you're on the wrong side, you're on the wrong side. It's really that simple. So it's like either they fuck with you or they don't. And this person thought that they had credit. They thought they had spiritual credit. They thought they had like streets, like spiritual street smarts. No, they don't. They're in the wrong hood. They're in the wrong spiritual hood. That was crazy. You ever seen someone way out of their element and they're just like, oh gosh, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. All right. I guess an example of this would be like someone that's clearly like not about something, but then they try to act hood or act like a brother or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just really obvious and it's offensive and it puts a mark on them. You know? It's like people who go to jail for something completely different, but then when they go in there, they're acting like, oh yeah, I'm this badass, and they start talking about all these charges that they don't got. And then someone walks up to them, let me see your papers. And then they get those, and then let's say, oh, all right, let me call my boy. I got someone on the outside. I'll find out what you did. And then they find out what they did, and then we find out you're lying. Well, we're gonna have your ass. We're gonna have your ass. You don't come into our turf acting and repping like you one of us when you not. It's disrespectful, and you will get handled accordingly. All right? That would be the equivalent of someone trying to pretend to be a part of a gang when they're not. And then actually walking into the turf of that gang, repping the shit and acting like it, acting like they're a part of it. Yo, that's not smart. That's not smart at all. That's like people riding motorcycles and wearing patches on their vest, but they're not a part of anything. Yo, you better hope to God the real 1%ers don't see you wearing that shit. I don't care if it's a tattoo, they'll cut it off. I'm not kidding. I've seen some wild shit in my life. They fucked up. Yeah. Darkness is coming for them. And they don't know. This devil energy isn't outside the will of God. This devil energy is their judgment. Oh, they gonna get it. I'm not even really allowed to say what all they're gonna get. I'm just telling you what they did and what got them this contract. It's not the contract they wanted. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, you'll get some.